Hi, everybody. Welcome back. We're really excited to have you back. And one of the best compliments we ever received was right after football practice, late August, but before school started, a bunch of football players came through the library and they said, "So, what's new in the library?" There's always something new in the library. So, we're here to share what is new in the library. So, let's get started. All right, first of all, we expanded the makerspace. It's kind of almost the whole upper library now. So this is what it looks like. We have collaboration space and we have a think space. So we moved all of our whiteboard tables into what was used to be Collab B. And now we have whiteboard space everywhere, and that's really kind of to help you think through a new project. We have broke through from what used to be Collab B and is now the Think Space into the Makerspace, so students can get materials and think about the materials and make that connection. So there's the door over there. And we're getting a counter between what is now called the production space. So that's where you're actually going to make your stuff for the maker space. So we're going to have a counter. You'll be able to sit on both sides of that counter. We are moved all of our 3D printing, circuitry, robotics into a new office, which is now the robotics workshop. And Collab A is still Collab A. And then we have the green screen room is back, which is why I'm broadcasting here from the green screen room. And the podcasting studio is still here. And of course, you will need to work with Ms. Hernberg to make sure you're certified in order to use the equipment. Coming soon. So we have a couple of things coming. Well, actually more than two. There will be a door to help divide the think space and the maker space, so that if we do need silence in that space, it's still a possibility. And as we mentioned already, between production space and the maker space, there will be a counter that you can work on from both sides. All right, so let's talk about the rest of the library. First of all, I want to talk about genreification. And before I do that, you might wonder, what the heck is genreification? So we received an email from a 2023 student, and she had interviewed a librarian at a different school. And she learned that if you arrange your books like a bookstore, so according to genre, it can be really effective in having students find the kinds of books they're looking for. So we'd been planning on kind of doing this project. We'd done the back end work, really honestly been working on it for 7 years. But this email really prompted us to sort of say, hey, you know what, let's just do this. Let's actually physically move the books. So we did. And so we now have, 13 genres of books throughout the library, and this is kind of how they're arranged. It's really, if you're facing the windows, most of them sort of start in the corner and work their way around through the inside of the arc of the library. We received another email from another student, and she had concerns about noise concerns and possible solutions. And so both of these emails were part of a project that they did with Ms. Brown. These were during their junior year. And basically, they sort of find a problem that they want to solve, and then they sort of do some research around it and send out a letter. So we moved. After talking to that student, we moved the study carrels from where they were before all the way out to the windows. So it's really sort of a designated quiet zone out there along the windows. So that's really where you go to work silently, independently. And that's what it looks like, kind of. So it's quiet, peaceful, away from the rest of the library. We also made the inner circle the low volume learning zone to not disrupt the kind of quiet work that's happening out there by the windows. So that's what that looks like. So really we have a maximum of 2 people per table. The chairs are steady. There's no wheeled chairs down there. So we really want to respect the space as it's designated, and also the students who are working out by the windows. That student also said, wouldn't it be lovely to have more lounge furniture throughout the library? So we did scatter it, and we also have a couple of other things coming. So that's what it looks like. We have like little pairs in places that are supposed to be quiet, and we have them grouped together where it is okay to have higher volume conversations. We sequestered 2 spaces where the study carrels used to be for classes to meet. So we have one in nonfiction, we have one in fiction for book talks. So this is the one with book talks and fiction. So we'll be all genreified. We'll have posters on the wall. And this is the one in nonfiction. So this is a great place to start wondering for research. Instead of just Googling, you might be able to find some books and get some ideas from those. And then finally, we actually are displaying the DVD cases so you can come see what we have available in the DVD collection. And that's what it looks like there. All right, so a few more things that are coming soon. One is we're getting 5 of these book display carts so that we can do front-facing genre books displays, and we're getting 2 of these 6-person sofas that are going to go near the classroom setup and away from the quiet spaces, but only 6 people in that space. And we're getting large posters actually today that are going to go on the walls. And now for virtual learning, just a couple of reminders, or if you're new to New Canaan, this is a really great piece of information. In ClassLink, we have library folders. This is an excellent way and very effective and efficient way for you to access library resources. And they're organized really for the kinds of work that you're doing. So the goal is not to make you go to a library website, but for you to just get done what you need to get done when you need to get done. So that's why we've put them in the folders, because we know ClassLink is going to be open for you. In each folder, there's an explanation of the resources that are in there. It describes the materials and it tells you what you can do with it. Another really easy way to access library resources directly in Schoology. In every single course you have, there is a list of databases on the left-hand column. It's not all of our databases, but last year we included ProQuest, which is very exciting. So just click on the database and it should open. We also have bookshelves that are digital bookshelves for many projects, so be sure to check the Mac and Via link so that you can see if there's a bookshelf, a digital bookshelf that we created for you. Also still important is our research model, the WISER research model: Wonder, Investigate, Synthesize, Express, and Review. And we have checkpoints for each of those, as you know well, and we will work with you on that. One more thing about Works Cited is that we ask you, please, please, please do not use these sources. Instead, refer to ClassLink. There's a whole Works Cited folder that has excellent resources that we very intentionally created specifically for you as users of this library and learners within this curriculum, because it's all customized for what we teach and how we teach it here. We have a freshman boot camp, and this would also be a great idea for the new to New Canaan folks to participate in, because it has a lot of information that's very valuable. And if you're an upperclassman, a junior or a senior, and you don't know what this is, you might want to run through it too. So it's basically in Schoology, and we have it as modules so you can participate independently, asynchronously, however you want. The goal is really to have freshmen kind of get on board with Schoology, inquiry, and understand the digital citizenship standards as we have them here at the high school, which is different than what we have in the middle school. Last year we did some focus groups and we did a survey to see how freshmen felt about the boot camp and what changes we should make to improve it. So over the summer we did. So basically there are 3 modules. One is about technology. Chrome is a must. Chrome is a must. Chrome is a must. You have to use Chrome for school things. So students work through the modules, watch videos, take little assessments, and they can move through this module. It looks long, but it's actually pretty fast. Module 2 is all about kind of research, inquiry, and the library. And so you watch a video, there's a mini quiz at the end. You watch a video, there's a mini quiz at the end. It's a much shorter module. The assessments are very quick. And then these are the videos.
We wanted to spend a little bit of
And then module 3 is digital citizenship, but we really want to underscore that we really revamped this to meet the needs of the 9th graders, because last year's students in the focus groups asked us to really, they said, we're tired of cyberbullying. We've been learning it for 8 years, and we want to learn about like cookies and how to protect ourselves and what's the best strategy to keep your privacy protected online. Those are the kinds of things that they wanted to know about. So we really overhauled this completely to meet their needs. And students are encouraged to use their study hall time because they do have mandatory study hall in the 9th grade. So they're encouraged to use their study hall time to work through these modules independently. So if they come to study hall, they don't have an assignment to do, that's a good time to work on this. And that's it. Those are the changes for this year. So we are very excited to have you back, and we're really excited to share what we've accomplished over the summer, and we look forward to seeing you in the library. We'll still need to sign in to get into the library. So make sure that you have your student ID or the ClassLink app on your phone so that you can access your student ID. Thanks.